Yeah, and like I was saying, that first and foremost, I just want to say that my goal is to reach 1 million people, right? I feel as if that God gave me an assignment to reach 1 million people. Hello, my name is Kevin Gibbs. We're born winning basketball, and in this video, we're going to talk about attitude, right? I say your attitude determines your altitude. Your attitude, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, the things you believe determines your altitude, how high or how low that you're going to go in life, right? I've seen many players with great talent, tremendous ability, but some of them had poor attitudes, right? And that attitude determined their altitude. They wasn't able to go. They had NBA pro level talent, but they wasn't able to make it to that level because their attitude was wrong. The way they thought, the way they believed, and the way that they acted, right? Your attitude. Your attitude is so important. Like, most people talk about having a bad attitude or having a positive attitude, right? On a team, this thing could spread. Like, if you have a positive attitude, you're always encouraging your teammates. You're not complaining. You show up to work, which is your job. If you play basketball, that's your job. I don't care what age you are. That's your job. I don't care how much, you know, that's your job. That's what you're saying that you want to do, right? If you want to do it at a high level. That's your attitude. Are you talking back to your coach every time? Like, he's trying to tell you something? This is a teacher that's trying to tell you something? What about your parents? How you treat your parents? You cannot be a good basketball player if you disrespect your parents. I know that for a fact because I've been around this game for over 25 years. If you don't have the right kind of character, it's going to hurt you in the long run because the more levels that you go up is the higher the competition. So you take one person that got a bad attitude, always complaining, always talking back to the coaches, always pointing out their teammates' faults, never taking responsibility, never being a leader, right? And they have tremendous talent. They're going to get far. I mean, they're going to get places, right? I don't know how far they get. They're going to get places, but their growth is going to be stunted. There's going to be a ceiling on that because you're going to get around coaches that have been around other great players, other great talent. Just imagine you go into Duke. How are you going to tell Coach Krzyzewski, I don't want to do it? He said, well, I had 50 NBA players. Calipari, I put out 50 first rounders. You're not going to make or break me. So eventually you're going to run into a coach that's just not going to take your shenanigans. And it's going to hurt you in the long run. On the flip side, if you got a positive attitude, right, and you telling coach, I do whatever I got to do for us to win, right? You telling your teammates, you encouraging your teammates, you taking responsibility, you're not blaming everybody, you showing up to work every day on time, ready to work. You're doing good in the classroom. You're respecting people. You understand that you're more than just a basketball player, but you're a human being and you're treating other humans the right way, right? That's going to pay dividends to you. That's going to pay dividends to your career. And what's dividends, right? Dividends, I put an example of if you know how to play Monopoly, right? When you buy a property, for example, you buy a property for $100, right? Then every time someone lands on your property, they got to pay you $25. So if 4 people land on your property, you got your property paid off, right? You still own the property. You got your money back for what you paid. And now every time someone lands on that property, they got to pay you a $25. That's what's called paying dividends, right? So every time that you work on your attitude, right? You think positive thoughts. You encouraging your teammates, right? You seeing what you could do to help your team win, right? You're not saying I know everything, and you have a teachable mind, teachable spirit, and you're teachable. It's gonna pay dividends for you in the long run. Because now when you get around these coaches, like, wow, this guy listens to everything I say. This guy's soaking it up a sponge. People that have been around the game 40, 50, 60 years. You could absorb all that, and you won't have to make those mistakes. On the flip side, someone that got a poor attitude, think they know everything. You got someone that's trying to pour all this information so you don't make mistakes. and you can't receive it, right? You can't receive it because you got a bad attitude. I know about having a bad attitude. I used to have a bad attitude playing basketball, and it hurt me a lot. Arguing with people, not like losing, not understanding that it's a competitive sport and you got to prepare yourself to win and not just, be a sore loser. I learned. I got broken. Basically, I got broken by great coaches that basically broke me down with conditioning, broke my mind and my mental down. Had a bad attitude because I felt like I come from the hood. I didn't have a father. So I'm thinking that the world owed me something. So I come into practice thinking I'm a good player, thinking that the world owes me something. Right? But I had great coaches to show me that the world don't owe you nothing. And whatever you put into this game of basketball is what you get out. Right? Whatever you sow is what you reap. So if you put your work in, you guarantee to get something out. You can't get something for nothing. Right? And wherever you at now, you could always get better. I like what they said in the Migos. Practice, practice. It's never too late. Right? Practice, practice. It's never too late. It's never too late for you to change your attitude. It's never too late for you to change your life. It's never too late for you to change your game. Because whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. You're right now you're at where you at now based upon the things that you said and done previously. And you're going to be going to wherever you say and do now. So start implementing these things. Start changing your attitude to be in a positive attitude where people want to be around you and people don't want to be not be around you. You want people to gravitate towards you, the right kind of people, the right kind of teammates, the right kind of coaches. When you check your attitude, things will start happening for you. You start making more shots. You start playing better defense because you're not only thinking about yourself. You're thinking about the team. You think about how you can have an effect on others. We're not living here just for ourselves, right? Of course, by you doing what you have to do for yourself, it's going to pay dividends to your teammates, your coaches, the different organizations. All right. So my name's Kevin Gibbs with Born Winner Basketball. And, today's lesson was on your attitude determines your altitude. Also, get ready because I'm coming out with a book that's going to change the game. It's going to change the industry. It's going to change players from all walks of life, all ages and all generations. It's called Smart Basketball Training. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time. Right? So my goal is to make 1 million smart basketball players. All right. If you like anything I said in this video, please like, share, subscribe. You can also go to my website at bornwinnerbasketball.com and you can check out. We got a lot of good information on you. Good information for you to help improve your game. Different drills, different techniques that we've came across throughout my basketball journey, the last 20 plus years in basketball. Also, you can click on the notification to receive videos. And if you have any questions, concerns, or tell me what your biggest concerns is when it comes to basketball, leave a comment on here and I'll try to help you out. I've been around the game helping a lot of players improve their level. The system that I use works tremendously. Like I said, you also can hit me up on Instagram at kevingibbs.online, at Facebook at Born Winner Basketball, and see you again.